Welcome to Futurist News. Today we will delve into an overview of Micron and the semiconductor industry. Micron Technology Analysis. The semiconductor industry is expected to continue growing at a rate of 6 to 8% annually until 2030, potentially reaching $1 trillion by the end of the decade. The industry's growth is being driven by the increasing use of semiconductors in 5G technology, the Internet of Things, and cloud computing. While the industry is facing a slowdown in the coming years, with growth forecasted at 7.4% in 2022 and a contraction of -2.5% in 2023, it is still expected to see long-term growth. Micron, a large semiconductor company and the third largest supplier of DRAM with a 24.5% market share, is well positioned to benefit from the increasing demand for 5G technology as 5G smartphones require more DRAM and NAND than 4G smartphones. It is expected that 5G smartphone shipments will make up 69% of total smartphone shipments worldwide by 2023. With 71% of its revenue coming from DRAM and 26% from NAND, Micron is set to capitalize on these long-term growth trends. Despite its stock price dropping 40% from its all-time high, Micron is currently considered undervalued, and this report will take an in-depth look at the company's business model, financials, and valuation. Tech business model. Micron is a large, diversified tech company with a global presence and 45,000 employees. It has manufacturing facilities in multiple countries, including the United States, the United Kingdom, Japan, Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia, and China. This diversification offers it greater geopolitical stability compared to some of its competitors. In terms of business segments, Micron operates in three main areas: data centers, PC and graphics, and mobile and intelligent edge. The company is proactive in staying ahead in the competitive semiconductor industry, with a focus on high returns on R&D spend, efficient manufacturing, development of advanced products and processes, market acceptance of products, and return-driven capital spending. The data center market is expected to grow at a rapid annual rate of 21.98% between 2021 and 2026, driving demand for memory and storage products. This trend is reflected in the performance of major companies such as Amazon, Microsoft, and Google, all of which have seen strong growth in their cloud segments. Micron expects a 28% CAGR in DRAM and 33% CAGR in NAND for data center applications until 2025. The demand for advanced artificial intelligence and autonomous driving is also driving growth in these sectors, with Micron estimating a 40% CAGR for automotive DRAM and a 49% CAGR for NAND until 2025. Micron is investing heavily in research and development, with a current expenditure of around $2 billion per year, equivalent to 10% of its revenues. This investment is paying off, with a healthy 14.6% return on capital. Studies have shown that companies that invest heavily in R&D tend to generate more shareholder value in the long term, and Micron is no exception. The company has over 50,000 lifetime patents and is a market leader in several areas, including DDR5 RAM technology and the GDDR6X graphics memory solution. In terms of product development, Micron has developed the world's first 176-layer NVMe SSD for data center workloads and the most advanced DRAM process technology, called 1-alpha, which offers a 40% improvement in density and 15% less power usage. Micron is also focused on reducing manufacturing costs and increasing efficiency. The company has developed the world's first 176-layer NVMe SSD for data center workloads and the most advanced DRAM process technology, 1-alpha. These developments have helped Micron stay ahead of competitors such as SK Hynix and Samsung in terms of manufacturing efficiency. By continuously improving its processes and technologies, Micron is able to offer high-quality products at competitive prices and remain a leader in the semiconductor industry. Micron Technology's solid financials. Micron reported strong cash flow from operations for the third quarter of fiscal year 2022, with $3.8 billion generated, equivalent to 44% of revenue, and non-GAAP free cash flow of $1.3 billion. Management expressed confidence in the company's performance by repurchasing 108 million shares worth $5.7 billion and issuing $800 million to settle convert premiums, which reduced the share count by 19 million shares and increased the value of each share for shareholders. The company also announced a dividend payment of $0.115 per share, which may indicate that management expects the current downturn in the semiconductor industry to be less severe than in the past. Micron has a strong balance sheet, with $11.977 billion in cash, marketable security investments, and restricted cash, in addition to $5 billion in debt. The future. Micron expects bit demand growth for the calendar year 2022 to be below the long-term compound annual growth rate, CAGR, of mid to high teens for DRAM and the high 20% range for NAND. However, the company views this as a temporary dip and the long-term outlook for demand for both DRAM and NAND remains unchanged. In response, management has taken steps to reduce supply growth, including using extra stored inventory to meet part of the market demand in the fiscal year 2023. This will also result in lower capital expenditure on wafer fab equipment in FY23. Thank you for joining us and see you the next time.